Hello, my Scorpios. It's Sagittarian Truth Seeker here, and I'm here with your love reading for the month of August. Let's go ahead and check your vibe for this reading. All right, jump out for me. What is our vibe for my Scorpios? Nothing's wanting to pop out for my Scorps. What is our vibe? What is our vibe? All right. Be generous. All right. Generosity. Be generous. So this may be a okay reading here. All right. And cloak yourself in light, which means just protect yourself and be a person of love and light and be positive here. Okay. Not bad. In the back, we have the Nine of Wands. That could be perseverance. That represents strength over adversity. Okay. But standing up overall. Definitely standing up overall. So that may be something very powerful here. So let's see what we have for my Scorpio's energy. All right. 8 of Pentacles. All right. So we're putting our focus into something. And our challenge is the 3. We may be putting our focus into something that hadn't been working. Okay. Yep. Hadn't been working. We have the Hierophant here. And this is something that has been pretty consistent. Like inconsistent and not working. But you're really focused on this connection. Because this does represent a contract of some sort. Soul contract, relationship contract, connection of some sort. But it's in reverse. So you are very aware that there's something not working here. Okay. So there is communication between you and that person that is being transferred back and forth. You are ready to just either it's like this. Either we're going to get through this hump. We're going to get through all the shit that we've been through. We're both going to work on it. We're both going to put in equal effort. Or we're going to destroy it and we're going to call it quits. Which one? Because you're the one putting in all the effort here. And remember, the energies can be switched. Because even if you look at this picture, there's one person who looks rather frail. And then the other person looks pretty fine here. The other person looks like, look, I've had enough. And the other person is kind of content. Like, oh, I ain't really been working to do nothing. And that's where it has this 3 of Pentacles energy in reverse. Because that means this is not equal here. There's somebody who's not being equal, but yet you're putting in a lot of focus here. And really trying to dedicate yourself to the connection. So in the past, we had to realize something. So we have faced judgment in the past here. So it's like, did you pay attention to what was revealed to you? My Scorpios, did you pay attention? Because you could be the one being generous with this energy of your vibe of being generous here. And you're not getting back anything for being generous. Okay. You're not getting anything for your efforts as of right now. And you're going to communicate this information with this person. And you're about to give them an ultimatum. An ultimatum. Okay? Yep. Because like I'm telling you, you're going to cut this out. You know what? We're going to cut this out. I'm not going to deal with this. This is very overbearing for me. Okay? This is too much. There may be a power struggle between the two of you. Somebody feels like they're in control and you're like, we're both equally in control, but you want to run everything. But though you're trying to run everything, you're not working on it. Okay, so somebody has control issues in a way. It could be either one of you. You're trying to control how the relationship is going to play out. But when judgment comes into play, sometimes this is the key or the gateway to realize if it's a relationship is for you or not. And some people still try to work on it, keeping the faith here. And so currently, yeah, some of you are going to, I told you, some of you are going to communicate with them and say, hey, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to get real cold on you. They're going to get cold. They're going to go into hermit mode, and they'll be like, okay. And they're going to act like they don't care, but they do. But you have, like I said, you have somebody who has control issues, and you have a stubborn energy too. I have a lot of stubborn cards. I have the Hierophant, which is, it's about rules and regulations, but it's about sticking to one thing. Okay, and then you have the Hermit, who isolates themselves. Okay, who wants to be alone. When at this time, you guys really need to be working together. So that's, you're doing the opposite of what you need to be doing. Okay, so you guys are not mirroring each other like you should be. You're like polar opposite right about now. Okay. Yeah, and the outcome is the King of Pentacles in reverse. Like, it's still not being stable here, because I'm telling you, there's one person who's putting in way more energy than the other person. There's somebody being generous, too kind, too willing. You got to have two people here putting in the energy and the effort. I feel like you're at the 8, because that's what I pulled for you. So you're at the 8 of Pentacles, right? And then we have them at the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, and even if you look at this picture here, they have those 3 of Pentacles over here. They have them by themselves here. So you could be putting in those 4, and those 3 are in reverse, which means they're not being worked on here. So where are we getting? We're getting nowhere with that. We're getting nowhere with that here. And somebody's looking very frustrated or angry about this. While the other person is, of course, the person that's calm is the person not doing anything. You know, and sometimes they don't feel like they're doing anything wrong at all. And you're going to tell them how you feel. And once you tell them how you feel, they're just going to really act really numb. Very robotish, like they don't have any feelings. Okay. And you know what? A lot of you are going to just go for new things and you're just going to be like, hey, I'm just going to leave it alone. Because after perseverance, I see the Ace of Pentacles here, which deals with healing. And this could just be healing your situation, because this is a tough card right here. The 9 of Wands is a very tough energy. This is also like a test. The Hierophant in reverse is teaching. So you may be learning something out of this. And the lesson is, be generous to those who are generous to you. And why fight by yourself? Okay. So that's what we're learning with that. So let's see what energy we have with that. Because this person is going to give you a tough time. So you may be dealing with Virgo, Taurus. I got a lot of earth energy here. A lot of stubborn, grounded energy. You may be dealing with a fixed sign, and you know you're also a fixed sign. So if you're 2 fixed signs, that can be hard to be dealing with right about now. Or even if you're dealing with the mutable sign as well, like a Virgo. You could be having some difficulties. Okay, so the card that jumped out, it says, you got a feeling you just can't shake. That little voice inside you, listen to that shit. And that's exactly what it says. Okay? Listen to that inner voice. That inner voice may be telling you, you putting in too much work. You need to bag off. You doing too much. You being too generous. You being too kind. You putting too much focus in this. Step back and see what they do. Sometimes you have to step back and see what another person does. Get lazy and see what they do. Do they mirror what you do, or do they step up to the plate? Okay? Sometimes you have to evaluate and see how it is. All right, guys. See you later.